Alright, we're in business, baby. Let's do this.
Alright.
So we just... remind me where we left off. Did we end on the trial segment, or did we end on the investigation segment?
I think we are currently on the investigation.
Alright. Also, screenshot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that. So, you know when you wake up first thing in the morning and you're a fucking idiot? I was like, well, why isn't Audacity recognizing my microphone?
Wasn't plugged in.
And it wasn't plugged in.
I love when that happens.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway, I cracked out the last of my Christmas cookies I got from my aunt for this particular occasion. Yes, for the people who don't realize it, we've recorded this over the course of November and December. So we've hit like every major holiday, and this is all going to go up in like January. So, happy holidays, folks, from Celtic Phoenix Productions. Really late in advance.
Whoa, hold on. What? Okay, hold on. I need to. Yeah, okay, let's. Hey. That would have been bad if I had preview disabled for that.
Why?
'Cause it was like blown up to reach like the 1080 resolution.
Oh.
But the windows are side by side, so they're like much wider than 1920 by 1080. They're at like, I don't know, like twice as wide almost. So okay, but I fixed it because I'm a genius. Let's disable that preview window. Okay. Alright, okay, so now we're gonna continue.
Last time on Phoenix Wright, Lotta's the killer.
Yes. Yays.
She is also, as I recently figured out, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna reiterate that entire failure of an assumption.
Not racist, but
I
thought she was black.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. I know there aren't black people that far north. Okay, cut that. I'm cut that. Just
You don't understand. We have the Underground Railroad Museum in my city. We literally are famous for having an entire black contingent be the guardians on the border during the Civil War. We were the dividing line between the North and the South. For a significant period of time.
Yes. No, yeah.
I know.
No, when you sent me that other picture of her, I kind of saw it. Like not really, but I could kind of see it. So yes, okay. Detention center visitors room. But oh wait, yeah, because Maya's held in contempt of court because she did that thing.
Yeah. She was a complete badass and all that.
Yeah, but by the way, I'm kind of sick, so if I die halfway through this, you should start reading.
Okay, good. No worry. So I get all your stuff and your subscribers.
Yes,
I get all your subscribers.
I leave all my subscribers to you and British Ninja because honestly, you're responsible for a lot of them. Maya. Hey, Nick, it's you. Glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. By the way, I think this guard is dead.
I think they just prop him in the corner.
It's really intimidating. This is what they do to guards who...
This is an ex-god!
It's a relief. Hey, why did you do that anyway? So that Mr. Edgeworth could not get arrested. You know, he wouldn't survive in prison. A pretty boy like him, he'd get passed around like currency. But she doesn't know. She just doesn't want to admit it. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was, nor the medium, nor the bust size.
I mean, you're really not anything your sister was. You're not even...
except for literally her sometimes.
You are especially not a lawyer because you're kind of like not qualified in the slightest. like I know you're not the lawyer she was because you're not a lawyer in the first place.
Yeah, like, you know how people can defend themselves if they want to?
Mm-hmm.
Does that but it's either yourself or a lawyer. You can't choose some other random person.
Correct.
Can you? That's really weird.
It's it's so that you don't have any issues, because you can have like a mistrial if the person is unqualified. Because the idea is you can argue that you weren't properly represented by a professional.
Okay.
So like it's either you choose to defend yourself, which in which case you're kind of like, I don't need a professional, or you're like, I need a professional. Someone get me a fucking lawyer.
Okay.
I mean,
So that's
if you're into like, hey, my Uncle Bob can do this, and then you can just say at the end of the trial, if you lost, oh well, my Uncle Bob was completely unqualified. Maybe I should. You know, maybe I'll just say a mistrial and get a new lawyer, and it's like, no.
Yeah. But it's not even like you waive the right to call for a mistrial. It's just you can't do it.
Correct.
Okay. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. Hey, music. Haven't heard that.
Yeah, it's like really fucking loud for some reason. One moment. I'm going to just turn down Skype.
Yeah. Oh, my headphones are on volume 2. Alright, let's examine. Let's examine the guard. I monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Okay, and now let's present the attorney's badge. This must be nice. You could just show that to anyone and say I'm a lawyer, as I do. Spirit mediums, well, I don't know. With your clothes, I bet at least some people would recognize you.
And suddenly the sound cuts out for that. What weird. Like the music just like went from being like, I'm louder than anything you've ever heard in this world, to being like, no, it doesn't exist anymore, man.
Yeah, it's a little
SFX?
weird.
What the fuck is that noise?
But these are medium in training clothes. I'm sure no one can tell the difference. I wonder if I'll ever be a proper medium.
Actually, you can. You see her in a lot later game in proper medium's clothing, and there's a significant difference. Although she actually looks really cute in the better the newer clothes. So. Then again, she's also much more legal in that game.
also much more. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's talk. Let's say.
So can you actually get someone useful here with us?
Yeah. God, I'd really love to talk to Mia. Someone helpful. None. I can't get through to her at all. It's like these bars are made of aluminum or something.
Yeah, aluminum foil. It blocks that shit.
I don't know what to do.
I can't get in contact with the mothership either.
I think I shouldn't have stopped my... Oh, you think? You think? She sounds like she really did her best.
I mean, it's only been like, what, 5 months since your sister died.
Oh, yeah.
Could squeeze in some training there. Instead of assisting Nick on it. What purpose have you served in the other trials?
I
was saving your ass in
summoning Mia? I mean, she totally did.
That's right.
I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Maybe. Questioning. Have you been questioned yet? No.
No, that's
yet.
the pursuit song from the second game.
Have you been questioned yet? All right.
I don't know.
It's a reference. It went right over my head.
The pursuit songs in each game. You know, the bum 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 bum. When you're like, you know, getting the real sting on a character, that's the pursuit theme. And in this game, it's pursuit cornered. In the second game, it's pursuit questioned. In the third game, it's pursuit caught. In Apollo Justice, it's pursuit overtaken. Then in Dual Destinies, it's pursuit questioning together, I think. And then the sixth game, it's pursuit keep on keeping on.
All right, cool. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. So he hasn't questioned me yet. And he wanted me to get bail money ready. You could pay for me, right? Nope.
You forget, you still haven't paid me.
Yeah. Okay. So why do I just picture giant... Wait, why do I just picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail?
When did you turn into the Count?
I've always been the Count.
Actually, you could probably pull off a pretty good Count costume now that I think about it.
Yes.
Just, sadly, you would have to shave.
Yes. And probably lose a lot of weight.
No, the Count...
1 pound! 2! 4 days later.
-6. -7. Just eating a bucket of chicken.
December 26th. Gourd Lake. Park entrance. Yeah, let's just go back here and see if there are fewer than there were yesterday. Fewer what?
There are fewer than
cops.
there were yesterday, but the cops are still around at the park.
Yeah.
You see, this is weird because, like, now that I'm learning more Japanese and how their structure works, Japanese language is very, like, I'm not sure if there's nuance to it quite yet, but the way the basic structure works, it's literally just sort of like subject, noun, tag for noun, noun, tag for noun, noun, tag for noun, verb. It's literally like subject's first, verb is last, and all the nouns are in the middle, and they all have little tags at the end that tell you what they do in the sentence. Are you following that, or... Fatman, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Fatman.
Well, this is gonna be fucking eventful editing.
Oh, crap.
There are fewer here than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today.
Fatman.
Let's examine the park sign. And you're still here, right? Are you here? Oh, it's this fucking cord. It doesn't, like, it sucks.
Oh, good. But, okay,
it pops out of the bottom of my microphone, and it's just a major inconvenience.
Should I go back to what I was saying about Japanese, or did you...
Yes, you probably should.
Okay. So, the way Japanese works, like, and this is making me more interested in how English has become as fucking convoluted as it is. But Japanese is very simple. It's you have the subject of the sentence, the thing doing the action. You have the verb you have that at the beginning, you have the verb at the end, and then in between you have all the important nouns, and each noun after it has a little tag that tells you what it is in relation to either the subject or the verb. So, what's it? Like, I go to the department store with my friends, is watashi wa, which is me, and the wa tells you that I'm the one doing the action.
Okay.
Tomodachi to is friend, and to means going, doing with. Depato ni is department store, and ni means it's a location the location that we're doing this in. And ikimas is going to, or I will go. So it's watashi wa tomodachi to depato ni ikimasu, which means literally I will, with my friend, department store, go. And that is how all Japanese sentences are set up from a basic standpoint. And admittedly, the only violation of that is time, where you can put the time either before or after the subject of that begins the sentence. You basically just kind of throw time anywhere aside from the end, and you'll be fine.
Nice.
So it's interesting then learning how English worked, because that one line of him being like, there are less here than there were yesterday, comma, but the cops are still out here and doing all this stuff. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense in Japanese. like in Japanese, that doesn't have any structure to it. Like a sentence like that makes no sense. At least as far as I'm aware. I'm still learning, so all I know, there could be some kind of nuance to actually doing compound sentences like that, but that's what I've learned.
I mean, probably. A language without compound sentences. Like...
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's like societe, which is and, which does link things together. But it again, I'm still learning the nuances. I'm still learning the
word
actual
and
things.
The word and has 3 syllables in it. That's some crazy shit right there.
No, it's some crazy societe.
And that's some crazy and? That's some crazy and?
It gets even weirder when you think about how certain dialects can condense words, and that's going to become really irritating, because you have the word suki, which means to like, and then some people put it down to ski. They drop the u in there, and I'm like, okay, that one I'm used to, because every romance anime ever uses it.
I always thought that well, I mean, I don't know, but I always heard that was love, that ski was love and suki was like. But I guess Japanese people are more serious when they say like.
But Japanese is a very contextual language, and it can mean like in general, or it can mean love. It's really much context sensitive. So inflection, I think, is important there, where instead of ski des and ski des. But yes, there's nothing new here. Fuck this screen.
And now I'm just picturing the ski instructor from South Park going, and you're gonna have a bad time. Ski des.
Oh, but was it Soshite and Soshite are the same? Soshite is, I guess, is a proper way of pronouncing Soshite. It's weird. I mean, we have all those kinds of dialects in America too, so it's just learning a whole other language is kind of daunting when you realize you're gonna have to deal with dialect differences.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a language that, or a country that's small and insular enough where it doesn't have multiple dialects.
Well, you can ask Finland, which is so small, but every single city has a unique dialect.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, and everyone knows what everyone's talking about, despite it being the most contextual language on the planet.
Damn. Have you ever seen the Tom Scott video where he talks about languages and counting in languages? It was pretty cool. It was about Star Trek.
Tom's...
and how like
I'll pull that up. Look at it later.
And how the Klingon language was in base 10, even though it's like that's like so un-alien that like even other languages on Earth don't count in base 10. The Christmas fringe. It looks a little half-baked. Dun dun dun. That wasn't.
I mean, base 10 isn't unusual because their species has 10 fingers.
Mm-hmm. But like, there are languages on Earth that doesn't even use base 10.
Really? What languages?
There are some like indigenous Australian tribes that are in base 12 for some reason.
Oh, they just have 6 fingers.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, like, like, I forget which number it is, but like 57 I think in French is like in like spoken in base 24. Like if you actually try to say 57, you go like it's like 10 times 4 plus 10 plus 7 is like how you say the word 57, except in French. He talks about it in the video. It's and I'm pretty sure it's French. But there's just like some weird language shit that goes on with numbers.
Well, it's also some, like language in general is just fascinating because what is it? Like it's weird. The word for bread in Japanese is pan. The word for bread in French is pain. Like there's odd similarities in places there shouldn't be similarities.
Yeah.
Admittedly, the French word for bread is spelled like pain, and I have to say that is the worst name for bread ever because bread is a gift to humanity. Bread is delicious.
Yeah, I mean, it gets have you ever eaten French bread that's like more than a day old?
It's like hard and rocky, yeah.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I love in Germany. There's Brötchen, and you can get it here, but it's not quite as good. When you go to Germany, each bakery makes it fresh in the morning, so you can pick it up on your commute. But oh my god, it's like it's a hard roll. It's made fresh. It's soft on the inside, hard on the outside, and oh man, it's so good. It warms you right up. And of course, if you leave it out over a couple of days, you can use it to fucking stone people with.
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't.
It's like,
yeah, you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, because like sometimes my parents will get like just like loaves of French bread that's like bakery fresh, and like what I do is I always eat the ends first, and they don't really get that because they're like no then like the other part will get hard faster. I'm like no if the end gets hard it becomes unedible. You really have to just rip both ends off first. Oh yeah.
Well, we just keep it in the fridge. Like that's our trick. We actually wrap it up in aluminum foil and keep it in the fridge after we cut it.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. You can't put bread in the fridge.
Yeah, you can. Cold bread is awesome. Oh my god.
Cold
bread,
okay.
A cold bread peanut butter sandwich is delicious.
All right, I guess more cold bread for you then.
Well, I should say.
Yeah, and
chilled bread is good. Well, I'm saying like if you leave it out in the fucking winter, like if you leave it out in your fucking garage during the winter, that's not good bread. But like in a temperature controlled chilled bread is nice.
I'll take your word for it. Oh wait. No, go back. There we go. Examine.
Yeah.
What do you have to say
we're back
about
at the
yourself?
lake trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, a small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around.
Going back to Finnish, because I was talking to my Finnish friend, and I got pissed at him last night because he's a hardcore anti-Disney Wars fan. That's what he calls the Star Wars after Disney picked it up. He's like one of those people that was really vehemently against it. And I just got back from seeing Rogue One the other day. I got back from seeing it yesterday. And it's a great movie. It's a really great film. despite the music really kind of undercutting it at some points, I really I wasn't a big fan of the music for the most part.
All right.
But it's a great film. It has some really cool stuff going on, some really great action sequences, and probably the best space battle in the entire series thus far. But of course, he already hates it without even seeing it, and that just kind of pisses me off. It's sort of like, you have a quality filmmaker here making a quality film. Like if you have an unknown making like an adaptation. Oh, hey Gumshoe, how's it going? Making an adaptation of something like, say, I don't know, Assassin's Creed. You can already hate it from the get-go just by what you can see. But Rogue One proved itself pretty damn good and did all the things right, with the exception of the music, and maybe a few dramatic speeches that didn't need to be in there. But that's just personal opinion, I think. But like, I don't know. I got pissed. I need to vent about it.
Yes.
And then he tried to bring in RWBY into it. It's like, how Monty died, and RWBY got taken over by Miles and Carrie. And I'm like, okay, first of all, Miles was the head writer from the get-go.
Yeah, Monty died, and Miles took over RWBY, and Volume 3 was a marked improvement over Volume 2. How dare they?
But and then I pointed out that even with Monty, the story just didn't make any sense. It was like, God rest his soul, but outside of the action, which there wasn't too much of, the story was just shit. And even Volume 3...
There wasn't too much action. There were, like, multiple fights per episode in Volume 3.
Yeah, and they were all terrible.
They were all terrible. Well, 3 of them were good.
3 of them were good. and only
and
one...
Two of them
were
passable.
Yeah. Well, 3 of them were good.
Five...
Two were good. 1 was great. Which I still think the Roman RWBY fight with Neo is just fantastic. I love that.
I think like, as far as like choreography goes, it's got to go to Yang and Mercury. But as far as like thematically, like the fights, then yeah, it's the Roman RWBY.
You see that's like the big issue though, is that like when it comes to that kind of stuff, the emotion is more important to me than the actual choreography. What it means to the fighters is more important to me. And seeing RWBY and Roman face off at the end of this volume after all this shit has happened, I mean, fucking finally happened.
Yeah.
The things that struggled to happen.
But then in fucking Volume 4, she's like,
yeah.
It's like, oh, come on, RWBY. Come on. You fucking...
Be more like,
be like
what the fuck?
I don't know.
I already had to deal with one Claude in a fancy hat. I don't need to deal with another idiot with a scorpion tail.
Claude in a fancy hat. That should be Torchwick's official title now.
A Claude in a fancy hat. Maybe I should do like a acting in character type thing, like, "Hi, I'm Roman Torchwick. I survived. Welcome to my new show, Claude in a fancy hat."
That would be really funny. I mean, not as a like continuous thing, but as a like a one-off sketch.
I'll consider that. I'll consider that.
You should be like, I got screwed over by my last boss and eaten by a bird. And now I'm just going to try to make it big on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh god. Maybe I should get someone to cosplay Arden from Final Fantasy 15, because he's a Claude in a fancy hat too. And he also like, I actually love it. Final Fantasy 15's main antagonist, Arden, which I mean, I guess it's kind of spoilers. He's the main antagonist, but he's the most manipulative motherfucker you can kind of guess.
Yeah, I'll when I play it, I'll either have forgotten or I will see it coming from a mile away.
Yeah,
those are the only two options.
He is basically Roman Torchwick, but if Roman Torchwick were the main antagonist and more than just competent, literally everything in the game was his machination. It's great.
Nice.
So.
All right. We Detective Gumshoe has been sitting here listening to Phoenix Wright babble to himself about some show he hasn't even heard of.
Why wouldn't he have heard of it? It came out 3 years prior to this game happening.
He doesn't.
In fact, Final Fantasy 15 just came out in universe. Actually.
Oh yeah, because it's like December something. Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
The murder is about to happen.
Oh God, we can stop it.
Quick, I need to get to California. Get to Gourd Lake, wherever that is. I'm so waiting for the Reddit posts about this, because they're going to do the fake news articles on this type of thing.
Oh, it's gonna be great. Hey pal, there's a trial the trial today. Yes. What about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know. Thanks. Don't you mean you're welcome?
Yeah.
Let's talk. Persecutor Edgeworth.
Persecutor
Right.
Edgeworth.
I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Okay. I mean,
remember
I swear they're bringing this up too much for this not to be the fucking key to the whole trial.
It's not really a key so much as it is a indicator of what is to come. It's a foreshadowing element.
Yeah. But still, they're like bringing it up. Like, it's like, oh, Edgeworth is afraid of earthquakes. There's no evidence that there was an earthquake on the boat, and then we're gonna find out that there was an earthquake on the boat. And
but
then
how does that make sense on the water? What do you?
It doesn't, but you know. Well, you know, like when there's an earthquake underwater, doesn't that make a tsunami or something?
Yeah, but I mean a fucking lake.
Well, I mean, if he's afraid of earthquakes, he's probably afraid of turbulence of all sorts, right? So if he's on a boat and the water shifts, he'd be scared.
You know, it's funny you say that. Hopefully we get to this game, which I intend we do. But you get to see something like that. Also, I'm a little farther away because I'm loading the parental paper.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a lawyer, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago.
The DeLorean burst into a courtroom. Doc Brown hopped out and he was like, Miles, we need to go back to the future. Why? It's your son, Miles. But I don't want to get married. It doesn't matter, it's going to happen. The fandom ships you. That's the problem, Miles. We need to go back to the future and stop your future self from getting married. Like, can't I just, not get married? No, we need to do it time travel style. You'll forget. I'm very meticulous. You'll forget. Get in the car. I need an adult. I am an adult.
I like how many people caught that, in my videos, that it was like, that's a Dragon Ball Z abridged reference. It's like, yeah.
Oh. And of course Serenity did the line perfectly, so.
I was gonna do the I am an adult, but I couldn't do it without doing Super Kami Guru's voice. It's like, I am an adult. I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be Blake's mom.
I am an adult.
Yeah. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still has eyes. It's a figure of speech. Shut up! He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes, which were shot.
Which he still has.
Yeah, seriously, go question Maya and get her out of fucking jail. She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. Well, then they'll let her go as soon as they had the report written up. Man, I didn't know what would have happened in the courtroom today. Today? Oh, yeah, okay, whatever.
The trial happens in the morning, investigation in the afternoon.
Yeah, okay. Seeing her getting dragged off by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Edgeworth, he was so moved, I saw his lip trembling. Oh, really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth.
Ice, ice, baby.
Well, I was thinking of more like the, what? I don't even know what band it is. Boston? She's as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice.
True.
I think that's Boston.
But then again, Edgeworth isn't a she, but he is a big baby.
Yes. How do you know? Did you just assume his gender?
Wait, what? Oh, shit.
There, I just got you 20,000 views from Tumblr. Name this episode. McNeil assumes Edgeworth's gender.
Oh, God.
20,000 views from Tumblr, I swear. He's really grateful for what she did, Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategies Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? Sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Alright, he said something about that in the trial today. And Gumshoe said that fucking the other day, he said that witness dropped out because of some fucking reason. It's weird that there's like somebody who's like a witness to a murder at the lake in a boat. It's like, I don't know, it all just seems way too convenient. Like, to have a witness like right there. To like, I don't know. I feel like,
I mean, that's how most of these cases wind up. There's usually some kind of witness, conveniently.
Yeah, but I feel like this is leading towards, like, the revelation that Edgeworth was framed. Like, I kind of feel...
I mean, if we are good lawyers, and we have faith in our client, then of course he's been fucking framed.
God, I wonder how many lawyers actually, like, know their...
Well, I mean,
like,
that's actually a rule, which is, I can't remember the exact term for it, but priests have it too when you're giving confession. Is that you can basically admit to any crime you've committed to your lawyer, so long as it's in the past.
Yeah.
And you can basically tell them in good conscience. They are not legally permitted to tell anyone.
Yeah.
So, like if you've committed murder and you get a lawyer for whatever reason, and you can ask him, if everything is confidential and all that stuff. You can ask him for this permission, and they'll be like, oh yeah, everything's like, oh, you can tell me, whatever. Yeah. And you'd be like, oh yeah, so yeah. My defense attorney, I totally did this. But here's how I'm planning on getting off. you can, you can do that.
I see.
But if you are planning on doing something, you have the full right. The lawyer has the actually obligation to inform someone.
Yeah, that's the same with doctors. Or not doctors, but, psychiatrists.
Yes.
Yeah, like, they're allowed to inform... If you say you're going to do something to someone, they have the obligation to inform that person, but not the right to inform anyone else.
Right.
Yeah,
in fact,
or at least that's how it is with...
some states, I know... I was reading an article that Cracked published on a rather uncomfortable subject, which is pedophilia. If anyone comes forward to a psychiatrist, and this is actually a big issue in the industry, from what I'm seeing, and what the article said, if someone comes forward and says, "Hey, listen, I'm having pedophilic thoughts," in most states they're obligated to inform authorities. So you get arrested. And it's like, that is
the thought police. I remember them.
It is. It's effectively the thought police. And it's like, well, this person is coming to get help from you. And you have no choice but to turn them over to the police and have them basically investigated for potential crime. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so there's a lot of weird legal precedent when it comes to this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Remember there was actually a great story about a priest who someone came to a confession and confessed about kidnapping a girl and hiding her in a trunk somewhere. And he felt really guilty about it. And so the priest informed the police where the girl was and what trunk she was, like what car trunk she was in, but didn't tell them who the guy was. And that was skirting the legal bounds there.
Wow.
All
right.
I think it was a crime in progress. I'm not sure, but oh, well, continue.
Yeah, it's weird that you can just like go and tell, like it should be weird that you can tell a priest that you've committed a crime and they're not able to do anything.
Well, the entire idea is they're supposed to give you spiritual guidance.
Yeah, but they're still people. Like, they still have their own consciences to worry about.
That's why people really underestimate how badass priests are. like as much as I am, agnostic and all that, and just sort of like finding my place in the universe type of shit, but I can really appreciate Catholic and even Protestant priests. I mean, anyone that does the function of that in society, where they keep secrets on everyone's behalf and tries to lead them towards a better life, I can respect that on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
All right, but enough of this deep shit. Let's get back to our murder story.
Yes. Enough of this deep shit. Let's get back to trying to exonerate someone of murder. Right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. And then they just conveniently flash back to that moment.
There were 2 witnesses.
3 witnesses. What? Okay, count. I found a contradiction in your 4 witnesses. What the fuck?
Technically speaking, Edgeworth is his own witness.
God, I wonder if that's even allowed. Probably not.
What?
Calling the suspect as a witness?
Like, are you talking in the game or in real life?
I mean, I assume that this game has its own. That this game tries to follow the rules of a regular courtroom. At least pretends to.
I'm not really sure how it works in Japan, but here, I mean, the accused gets to have their piece. They are allowed to get up on the stand and say, "Hey, listen, this is how it happened from my perspective. This is what I was doing all night."
Yeah,
it's
like Chicago.
I guess it's been a while since
everybody's
I've seen Chicago.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it shouldn't have won the Oscar. It's like, oh yeah, what should have won in 2002? Come on.
Spider-Man.
Yes. Oh, was Spider-Man 1 the Sam Raimi Peter Parker Spider-Man, what's his name? Tobey Maguire Spider-Man came out in 2002?
I think
or 2001, I mean.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1. Let's see. It came out in 2002, damn it.
Yes. Okay. So still, yeah, Chicago was a great movie. So sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, okay. I'm heading back to the station, and I'm heading back to this address to talk to the other witness. As soon as I can. Thank you. Oh wait. Yeah, I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Oh, don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. Say what? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. All right. I hope this isn't an advance on my payment.
Now that I think about it, Edgeworth may be one of the only paying customers. Aside from, it's kind of weird because I never mention, like they only bring it up when people don't pay. Like, they never mention it when people do pay. Like, I mean, we've had Will Powers and now Miles Edgeworth, and we're going to have a few other high-profile people in the future. I mean, that's just obviously how the scale goes up. But, like,
get higher and higher
who
profile.
does eventually pay Phoenix Wright? I want to know that.
I'm sure there's a flowchart about it on a wiki somewhere. Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent. Well, he's gonna pay you for the thing. I like her car is still there. One thing Honda takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents.
And murder.
It's no, it's like, and it's just like, and as we clearly see in the background of this picture, and it's like they zoom in and enhance, and it's like the car is like flying towards the guy, like crashes into him, and then it's like they look at it, and it's like he's got like a fucking like Chevy logo like imprinted on him from the front of the car. I can't believe we didn't notice that. Add it to the autopsy report. I don't believe anywhere would drive their car down here. I can't do anything more to the car. It seems like pretty important to investigate. I wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There was a convenience store right up the street. I guess she wanted to get into the outdoor spirit. What does this sign say?
Hey, baked beans are good, man.
The sign says, no camping. Funny place to pitch a tent. Bow chicka bow wow.
No, it's just referring to no camping for the paintball players.
Yeah, no camping behind this sign.
It's like that, oh fuck, what is it? Cyanide and Happiness comic, which is don't look at this sign. You look at the sign and you get the shit kicked out of you by police.
Don't read this sign. And then they see a baby looking at it. It's like, man, come on, it's a baby. And then he looks at the next sign and it says no babies. I love Cyanide and Happiness. The trees go quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into shadow where the sunlight can't even reach them.
Then how did they grow in the first place?
They grew first. Aren't you paying attention?
But...
the camera is staring out at the lake as usual.
It's really kind of an asshole like that. Always staring. Never asking the lake out. Like, it's just really creepy, man. Just tell her how you feel.
Lake, I may be a camera, and I may be destroyed if I ever make contact with you.
But it's a tragic
love. You deeply.
It's a tragic love.
And then the microphone's like, I thought you loved me, and then it runs away. And Phoenix is like, what
put my
the
plug
fuck?
in you and everything.
And Phoenix Wright's like, I need to stop doing so much acid before these investigations. I called to the stand the camera. But it's just a normal camera sitting there, and he's like, crap, am I still high? Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. Only 1 cent, but it has to be pretty.
Very well polished.
It's
Oh god.
penny from RWBY.
Hey, camera
It would
might...
cost one of her.
Yeah, actually, that'd probably be about equivalent price by the sounds of things. I mean, as I've observed, penny was obviously made out of fucking tin.
Yes. I mean, did you see the commentary? They actually used a tin can sound effect when she got cut in half by Pura.
Fucking really?
Yes.
That's
she really was.
hilarious.
She really was made of tin.
Oh, but yeah, no, camera, microphone, lake, love triangle, best ship in Phoenix, right?
Best ship. Best ship. Yeah, she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen by I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen by some attorney who's having trouble paying his bills, and he's saying this while he's like stuffing it into his coat.
I don't think there's anything else here. Let's back out. Let's move to Public Beach. Nothing new here.
We were just at the public beach, weren't we?
Oh
no, I mean, we're at the public beach currently.
Let's go back to
But there's nothing else here. We already examined all of it. Boat rental shop.
And nothing new here. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to the precinct.
Precinct.
Or maybe the detention
Post-synct.
Gourd Lake entrance.
Wright and Co. law offices.
Criminal Affairs Department. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe is not here.
That affair she had was criminal. The lake definitely deserved him.
And then they see the camera and the microphone like tipped over and it's just like looks like a murder suicide. Are you sure it wasn't just a gust of wind? No.
Act of God. In fact, I think everything's still fine. It looks fine. Definitely murder-suicide.
Definitely murder suicide.
They're animate objects.
Shall we inform the next of kin? It's a camera, Steve.
The Rolls, man. The Rolls need to know their parents dead.
The Gumshoe's at the scene today. Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. He's got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol.
Interesting.
I bet he wouldn't help them build a case against Edgeworth. Let's, is there anything to investigate?
No.
Okay. Detention Center. December 26th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork and I'm free to go. And then she just phases through the window, like, and she winds up on the other side. Free at last, then.
Maya, how long have you done that? I don't know, it's a spirit medium thing.
It's a spirit medium thing. Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time?
Considering how many times she winds up behind that fucking pane of glass, that's hilarious.
Like I was some kind of criminal. You can you believe it?
Believe it!
They let you out in the end, didn't they? Well, they were going to, but then I punched that guy in the nuts. Now I'm back. Why did you do that? He had it coming.
Speaking of Chicago.
Thank Edgeworth. He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that. I have to make it up to him.
My God, Phoenix! He's having character development. We need to help him.
Let's talk.
Oh no, this is just the.
Oh, this is just the thing.
Yeah, just the. I've run out of ideas. Can you help me?
I've never run out of ideas. Let's go to the law office.
Okay, why not? The guards.
What the fuck?
Move. Yes, that.
I want to go to the law office.
I want to go to the toy store. Have I told you that story about my sister?
No.
Okay, so when I was like a couple months old, my parents took us to we were out in a department store. My sister was pushing me in a shopping cart, and she tried to do a wheelie.
Oh.
Flipped the entire cart, split my head open.
Oh.
I actually still have the scar on my finger. If you can see that, if the camera will focus. Camera.
Ow.
Yeah, well, I have also like a few little scars and nicks around my body on that. Somewhere on my head, somewhere I think. But I was all bloody. There were old ladies yelling at Casey, and apparently when we got in the car, my mom was going to drive us to the hospital, and Casey was complaining, but Mom, you said we were going to go to the toy store. And from that day forward, I swore my vengeance. Which is why when I was like 6, I was 4. I had seen like a ninja film, and I found this little metal like washer piece that was about, I want to say, as big as a palm. But like I thought it looked like a ninja star. So I wanted to show off to my sister, and I decided to show off in her direction. And this is why I have a preference for thrown weapons, even though I'm not very good with them anymore. But I fucking shuriken, and she still has the scar on her forehead.
God damn.
And it was like dead center. It was like dead center. I fucking nailed her.
Siblings. Yeah, I mean, my sister is, she's my half-sister, and she lives in Vermont, so I didn't get to grow up with her. So I can't really relate to all of these stories of sibling fights.
Older sister or younger sister?
She's 6 years older than me.
Okay.
I think she's 6 years older than me.
Okay.
I can count. For sure. I gotta say, freedom feels great.
Freedom!
Behave yourself in the courtroom
Channels
tomorrow.
the spirit of Mel Gibson.
Yes. The Jews! No, hey, you set me up for that one with the Mel Gibson line.
How does everything keep circling back?
I don't know. I couldn't think of another thing Mel Gibson is famous for. We already did Braveheart and anti-Semitism.
I was gonna say Highlander, but I just realized he's not in Highlander. I don't know why I thought. I guess because Braveheart.
Lethal Weapon.
Signs.
Oh yeah.
I actually like Signs,
Yeah.
even though
You usually forget everything about Signs except that it was an.
it was a what? What? I hope you asked for one for Christmas. That would really help you out. I mean, I asked for a new keyboard for Christmas because my keyboard... Are you even listening? I'll take that as a no. Why am I holding it like this? I don't know what I'm doing. You back? Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can.
Hope you asked for a new microphone for Christmas. I mean, I asked for a new keyboard.
It's not the microphone, it's the cord. Because I'm running like a 10-foot cord all the way across my room to my other computer. It's not the microphone.
I can see. Wait, did you unsync?
I stopped the recording. I had to restart the whole recording.
Fuck.
I know all that audio is still saved. It's just that the recording stopped.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll fix it when I'm doing all the post. I will sync it up and all of that noise. I mean, remove all of that noise.
Okay. All right. Misbehaving is much more fun.
Yeah, well, is fucking spending the night in fucking jail that much fun too, Maya?
I mean,
this is
it's
where
an
your
experience.
This is where your antics will lead you when you.
I mean, when you think about it, if you get sent to jail for tax evasion, people are paying taxes to keep you alive.
Oh shit!
You were literally like having other people pay for you if you just tax evade.
that's or you become the president, you know.
There's always that. Yeah, of course.
Okay. I bet Al Capone feels really stupid right now, being dead and all.
Al Capone was a really complex guy. As a mobster, like...
Yeah. I was watching this show called Drunk History, where somebody, scammed Al Capone, kind of.
Yeah.
Where he didn't really scam him, but he's like, hey, I got this thing, and I'm gonna, give me $50,000 and I'll triple your money in a month. And then instead of doing that scam, he just put that $50,000 in a bank and let it accrue interest for a little while, and then he showed up and he's like, "Hey, everything went, shit up with that, and I lost all your money, but I paid you back from my own pocket."
Yeah.
And Al Capone's like, this guy's an honest guy. I guess I can trust him.
Pull the wool over his eyes. That's kind of funny. But like, Al Capone's the reason we have expiration dates on milk, right?
Really?
Yeah, because he was learning about all these kids in Chicago getting sick from expired milk. So he's like, fucking get some some stability in there, people. Get this expiration dates labeled. We don't want sick kids. It's like one of those weird things where it's like he's a mobster, yeah, but he's doing some good things.
Well, yeah, I mean, mobsters usually want people to be... I mean, I think you sent me that fucking picture where it's like the doctor wants you to get sick and the coffin maker wants you to die, but the thief is the only one who wishes you well.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, that was like really cool. It's like, oh my god, it's true. The thief and the YouTuber who is supported by Patreon. We're the only two demographics that actually want you to be successful in life.
So you should subscribe to us and pay us with your prosperity.
Yes, the prosperity that we wished upon you. Yeah. Yeah.
Also comment, subscribe, and like.
And yes, do all the things, and then go to each one of my videos on my channel and do the same thing.
And each one of the videos on my channel and do that thing.
Yes.
What if someone did that? Like, just like ran through every single video and just like did all that stuff?
I mean, I had a guy do that.
Really?
Yeah.
You fucking lucky bastard.
Yeah, no, he left a comment on one of my videos saying I went through each one of your videos and liked them because of the new algorithm. I'm like, seriously? Thank you.
Oh, and for the record, anyone who's kind of like bored, if you're bored at all by this, just know that I'm seeing like our conversation. We're seeing the exact same thing. We're having this conversation right now, but we're seeing the exact same things. Like I'm not off. Like I can check my phone once in a while, but like the one thing.
Put Swedish Breakdancer on screen right now.
Boom! There he is. Look at him go.
There he is. There he is. Look at him go.
Yeah, wow.
He's dancing.
Wow.
He's
really good at this. Wow! Holy crap!
But in reality, we're just wasting more of their time.
Gotta get those views, man. Watch time.
Name this episode Swedish Breakdancing. on top of Maya's head.
Oh god, you're making my editing so much more complicated than it needs to be.
It's not that much more complicated. All you gotta do is drop the layer in there.
Well, then I have to apply the green screen effect. And let's wait, does it have a transparent background? It doesn't fucking matter. Let's continue.
No, it's a green screen background. Yeah, isn't that like one click, Mr. Adobe Premiere?
Might be.
It's so much more complicated. It's not gonna be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. Alright, what do you say? You gotta talk. You're just gonna say the same shit over and over again.
Right,
Fuck
time
you,
to move. I think we go back to the lake.
Let's move. Let's go back to the Grossberg law offices. Let's kick him in the crotch and run.
Oh no, my hemorrhoids!
Oh no, Mr. Phoenix, I have important evidence to your case to help you. Like, oh, you kicked me in the crotch.
Why would you do that?
Apparently, Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today.
Fucking
Let's
really?
steal all of his shit.
It's Boxing Day. Who goes on vacation on Boxing Day? British people. That's what.
Yeah. British people, yes. Yeah, we found Mr. Grossberg is British.
Oh, wait.
It's like, no, I just celebrate Boxing Day because I have an appreciation of the culture.
And I have a vague British accent.
Yes. Fish and chips. Well, I guess I come back tomorrow if I need anything. Let's examine. That's probably not anything to examine. Let's steal this chair. That's a nice chair. Let's just take it.
My god, he has the entire collection of Phil Collins CDs.
Before and after Genesis.
Alright, yeah, there's nothing here. I guess the detention center.
Yeah, let's go back to the detention center. Oh
Right.
wait, is this gonna be fucking? Yeah, let's talk the fucking.
Damn it!
Is in questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so.
Why do they have him in questioning during visiting hours?
During visiting hours, while he's like already on trial, while his trial is like halfway over.
Let's go to criminal affairs to see if anything's changed there.
Yeah, let's go to criminal affairs and kick Gumshoe in the dick. Run. Let's move.
Okay, now we go to Gourd
go.
Lake.
Let's go to Gourd Lake.
Oh, good. Yes.
December 26th. Gourd Lake parking entrance. There aren't many cops around today, are there? Probably back at the precinct, working up a case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all!
Ah!
Oh, hey, it's
Ah!
y'all really did it today. What did we do? Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility.
It's actually incredibly easy. Just keep your story straight and regale it to the court.
Yes.
That is
it. A man who tells the truth does not have to remember his story.
Unless he's a shit
Mark
memory.
Twain. Yes, that is true.
Didn't Mark Twain get Alzheimer's? No?
Oh, I hope not. He was a cool guy.
I just kind of feel like most smart people end up with Alzheimer's because it's tragic like that. The universe likes to laugh at people.
Yeah, probably. But I just went up there and started babbling any old thing that came to mind. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? Okay, zip. Not exactly what I had in mind, but lucky for you, there is a sex dungeon in my SUV.
You see, it's themed around seatbelts. And airbags, if you get my drift.
About Gordy, right? Well, the way I figured,
she doesn't have that many airbags to go with. Her airbags are a little deflated.
Oh, well, the way I figure, the trial is only stoking up flames around the Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and a rocket to stardom. All right, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer too. Well, you can. I mean, there's nothing stopping ya.
It's quite literally mercenary work. And mercenary work that's slowly dying thanks to cell phones.
Yes. Yeah, well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. You what? Yeah, Von Karma didn't want me to tell you nothing about it. What information? And then a sniper hits her.
I have information that could lead to the implication of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
Immediately
I typed that in to Google just to record myself typing it into Google to see, and it didn't autocomplete, and I'm like, I don't really want to hit enter.
Oh my god, I'm so happy you did that in that video.
Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange.
All right.
You mean an exchange of bodily fluids? No. That's for the sex dungeon later. I thought this was to make it up to us. Oh, right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. God damn it. Information doesn't come cheap, my friend. I am literally an investigative photographer. It is my job to get compensation for my investigative photographing.
I'm literally a fucking attorney, and this is a criminal fucking investigation. Your rights are forfeit here.
I could charge you with obstruction of justice.
Honestly, he could, probably.
Yeah, I see you thinking how unsophisticated these southern folk are. It's written all over your face. No, I was thinking that you're obstructing the lawful investigation, which is illegal in itself. You fuck! Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. Did she say you instead of y'all? Well, but butter my grits. She said a proper grammar.
But she was referring to him in the singular.
Oh, I see.
That's...
I guess you can unbutter my grits then.
I didn't want to butter your grits in the first place.
It's like, okay. You get like one of those like knives and you just like scraping them off. It's like, can I just take off the top layer of grits and bring you new ones? Like, no, unbutter them.
Why? The taste lingers.
I'm just the exception, okay? Well, that'll be it. We gonna deal or not?
That's gonna be the title of this video. Buttery grits.
Buttery grits. Or the taste lingers. Deal or no deal? And then Howie Mandel comes out and he's like, okay, so here's where you stand. The banker is offering you $5 for your case. And it's like all of the numbers are gone except for the $1 million. It's like, I think I'm gonna I think I'm not gonna take the deal.
What if we upped it to $10? Oh, okay, now I have to rethink things.
We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob you poor.
Oh!
Huh?
That hurts.
The only fair exchange for information is information. She would be a terrible investigative photographer. Okay, I got pictures of that crime scene. Now, if you want them, you gotta give me pictures of you.
Why? I know, she's
okay.
brilliant. Blackmail.
Yes. Now I'll leak these pictures. If you don't give me $1 million. What? I need information about Gordy. Oh, Gordy? We're not even sure he's real. But Gordy, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that show he don't. You don't really know how proof works, do you? You can't really prove something doesn't exist. It's a it's a bit of a fool's errand. So y'all see something? Wait, no, none of those words were even in that sentence. You see something, y'all come to me first. Got it? Okay. Right. See y'all later. Okay, Nick. Let's get hunting.
I brought the spears.
You mean Goodwill hunting? I brought Matt Damon too.
And the spears I brought was Britney Spears. I mean, it's the only spears I could get on hand.
It's the only one that they'd let me take on the only one they'd let me get through customs.
In fact, they barely let her get through customs.
We're searching for Gordy. For what? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what she wants, okay, yeah.
How exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Well, you have to make me believe something. You have to not stop believing.
Quick, let's call the FBI, as they have 2 people that do this kind of shit on the regular.
Turner and Hooch?
Mulder and Scully.
Oh, okay.
Who's Turner and Hooch?
I have no idea. It's like a 70s cop show. I just wanted to not do the X-Files reference.
Fair enough. Like I was on borderline. I'm like I was borderline like, you know, him not knowing X-Files is borderline believable, but I think he's being facetious. Which, by the way, facetious is my favorite word that I can't pronounce.
Well, you pronounced it properly there.
Facetious. It just sounds. It sounds wrong coming out of my mouth though.
Facetious. Face toys.
What, there's no T. Where is there?
Fuck. I have no idea.
Go to Criminal Affairs. Double check there.
Let's go to Criminal Affairs. Could you arrest Lotta Hart? She's
obstructing justice.
Obstructing justice. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go do something that hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case, did you?
No, we only went and killed Von Karma. That's.
Yeah, we just killed Von Karma on a boat.
Admittedly,
no one would suspect it.
Admittedly, we think it was a heart attack that actually killed him, but
it was a heart attack that made him fall into that wood chipper.
You know, I can only hope that I die in some horrific way that makes people think it was murder, but it was actually just a freak accident.
Yeah, I want to do the thing where you glue your hands to the side of your head and then, garrote yourself with razor wire, so it looks like you ripped your own head off.
Oh God! Oh God, that's nasty. That is nasty.
Yeah, but
nasty.
It makes for one hell of a crime scene. No, I'm here for you if you need anything besides money, that is. Oh, really? Because we really could use you to just arrest Lotta Hart and take all of her stuff into evidence. Oh, yeah, okay, that would be really great. Let's talk. So, seen Rogue One yet? What do you mean? Well, I mean, it's released even in universe.
God, I love it. We're like literally playing it almost on the days that this is actually happening.
Oh, yeah. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? Why, yes, I do.
He's a personal friend.
He's a personal friend. I'll get you his phone number right now, except his phone is at the bottom of the lake because he's a monster.
It doesn't work.
So it's probably not going to get very good reception. But I can get you the cell phone bill. It's signed Gordy. At least I think that's what it says. His tentacles don't really hold pens that well. So down at Gourd Lake? No, not personally. Yeah. Do you know the story about Bloodborne?
The backstory?
Yeah, like, you know how it's all like Lovecraftian and how it's a lot like Black Book?
Oh yeah, like I said, I only cut that out because spoilers for Black Book.
Yeah.
I mean, Black Book was directly
Yeah.
inspired by Bloodborne. You realize that, yes?
Oh, no, I didn't realize that.
I didn't tell you
I don't
that.
think you ever told me that. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no,
Or at least if you did, it was
pumped
once
the
and I don't
Bloodborne
remember.
soundtrack while writing Black Book
Oh.
constantly. I mean, admittedly, there was a lot from it that I took from Bloodborne, but at the same time, a lot of it was based on my familiarity with Lovecraft as is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll,
So if you're like, oh, yeah, did you know that Bloodborne's a lot like Black Book? And I'm like, intentional.
Yes, that's intentional. Because like, I got to the brain of Menzies, and I'm like, huh. Well.
The brain of Menzies.
Yeah. You know, it was like their attempt to create to create a great one that went horribly wrong.
Oh right, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, the brain of Menzies, it's a fucking Shoggoth.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what a Shoggoth is, right?
Vaguely.
It's
I've heard I've heard the word before, but I'm thinking of Sharagorath from Elder Scrolls games because he's the god of chaos.
Yeah, I can pull the. Yeah, I'll just pull up a quick image for you. I'll set it on Facebook. Actually, would it be better to set it on Facebook or?
Well, yeah, it would be. No, it would be better to send it on Skype.
I'll send it on Skype then too. But yeah, that's a fucking showgirl. They're like amorphous beings that you really can't get a firm grasp on.
Come on, come on, you can do it. Jesus Christ, don't open the thing wider. I want to see the chat window, you fuck. Okay, I hate when I squeeze this. The thing that gets bigger is not the thing I'm trying to look at.
You can drag it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's a fucking showgirl.
That's what I figured it. Oh, did I just fucking close Skype?
No, I can still see.
Okay, good.
Skype doesn't close when you press X. It just minimizes.
All right, okay. You got to put a picture of the Shogath up there because I nobody will know what the fuck we're looking at when that happens.
Well, I mean, we're going to be cutting out sections of this because Black Book spoilers.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so okay, so yeah, the reason that we had to cut there was because ninjas attacked me.
Oh yeah, you see, British ninja.
Not British ninjas, the unsophisticated American ninjas, and I had to do a kung fu fight, and in the process, my camera cut out, and that's why you couldn't see it.
There were a couple explosions on my end. I think Canada exploded.
Yes, Canada exploded. There is no more Canada. So if you are watching this, in a dimensional timeline where Canada still exists, your world is
lucky,
an illusion.
At least to us. There's a whole theory about.
And you should probably try to wake yourself up by donating so much money to me on Patreon that you get evicted from your house and starve to death in the streets. And then you will wake up in the real world and you will thank me for it.
But if you want to wake up in a really cool dream world, you should do the same thing with me. You'll wake up in a better version of your world.
If you donate half of your money to me and half of your money to Raymond, then you will become immortal, but you won't have any money, so you will wander the streets as a homeless man for all eternity.
On the flip side,
which is
you can punch people and get arrested, and then just live off the taxes of everyone else forever.
That is true. So, okay, we've just presented three very
convincing
arguments for why you should donate to us on Patreon if Canada exists in your world, because you're living in a dream, and this YouTube channel is your only path
to salvation,
to reality.
Yeah, to reality.
Yes.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, now back to playing our visual novel game about lawyers. We're looking for him. Huh? Are you out of your mind, Zeke? You gotta go wild monster hunting. How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
You made the 17-year-old cry, Gumshoe.
He's talking about Canada like it still exists. Hold on for just 1 second.
I
have to do something.
Dark side.
You could go to the fucking store. Yeah, that's it. Okay,
wish list. Oh my god, look at all that porn on your wish list. How did you get porn on Steam?
It's called Kindred Spirits on the Roof.
I actually is the only one that actually owns that game between the two of us. Have we talked about how that like really the quote unquote porn in that game isn't really all that great? Like, okay, so I was going to do this thing where I'm debating whether or not to actually have it in my my main section, my main reviews, talking about how porn is handled by certain people, because I don't think really people dissect porn, and people are like, oh, why would you dissect porn? It's a lesser art. And it's like, there's some merit to some things, and like, my rule of 3, which is, there's porn that's just fake, there's porn that's animalistic, and then there's porn that's intimate. And
yeah, that's pretty interesting.
You're not interested at all, or you're just looking for something and kind of tuning me out.
No, I agree. I was trying to think of a fourth category of porn.
Yeah.
And
there is bleed over between them, but like, there 2 categories are ones that I think really shouldn't be shown, because fake porn is just annoying. Like, the girl is looking at you the entire time at the screen, and it's like, that breaks the immersion. When you watch a video, you're not here to break the fourth wall unless you're fucking Deadpool. In fact, a Deadpool porno would actually really work well, I think. But I don't want to watch it. And then the intimate porn is just sort of like, well, I mean, I don't want to, I feel like I'm violating someone's privacy here. You still there, Fatman? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, just didn't know you cut out. And then there's the animalistic porn, where it's like it's just like that's the stuff that, like, it's raw, it's for the most part real, or at least simulates realism, and it doesn't try to be like talking to the audience. It's just sort of like, here are 2 characters who want to fuck, and they're fucking now, and they are now fucking. And like that right there, that's quality porn.
Yes.
If you can splice in a little intimacy, that's fine. Maybe a little unrealism from the fake side of things, that's fine. But like, for the most part, it's like just the brass tacks. It's like nothing extra. You're not talking to the audience. You're just showing us fucking. People are going to take that line out of context. I hope they don't.
No, they should totally take that line out of context.
So
Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I do I need to capitalize it?
Are you looking for Sony Vegas?
No. Yeah.
Type in Vegas.
Well, I'm not looking for Vegas. I'm looking for Movie Studio Platinum.
Oh, then type in Movie Studio Platinum.
There it is. Thank you.
Okay.
Typing. Oh my god, it's called Vegas Movie Studio Platinum, not Sony Movie Studio Platinum.
Oh yeah, I remember that happened when I used to use Avid Studios. It used to be Pinnacle Premiere Pro or something like that, and then it became Avid Studios, and I got a free upgrade for it. I'm just like, why change the name? The name was fine, and it's just like, oh, we're updating. That's why Premiere is nice and consistent. So you're just buying this now, I guess?
Wow. No, because my friend wants to get it to start editing Let's Plays. He wants to, because we have so much footage, and it's just, it's hard to edit it all.
Okay. Well, you pick up, I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay, yeah. I'll be right back. Oh, yes. Okay, I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, trying to tell him sooner next time. Sorry. What? Okay. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. Detective Gumshoe will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Oh, really? You can take whichever one you like. Ooh. Okay. Let's, I think I kinda want to go with the secret weapon. The investigation sounds cool because Gumshoe is a cool guy. But that might get him in a little trouble. Not that I really care, but I think the secret weapon might actually help us find other evidence, potentially, but it's probably, gonna lead to that either way. I think the secret weapon. I think I'm gonna go with the secret weapon. Maybe.
Wait, what was secret weapon?
Because, okay, he's gonna help us find Gordy, or he's gonna lend us one of his new secret weapons for finding evidence.
Oh, right.
And I'm kind of leaning towards the secret weapon.
I mean, you could get secret weapons. Added to a good conversation. Now, I wonder if they make just like straight up caffeine-free Pepsi. Like not diet, not diet caffeine-free, but just caffeine-free.
Yeah, interesting. Don't know. Hold on, now everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are the best and brightest. Introducing our secret weapons. Number 1, missile. A missile? Launch it into the lake, and then everything will float to the surface, including your Gordy. He's a canine police dog. Oh, a canine police dog. Oh, great. Oh God, it's one of those guys. It's one of those dogs.
Which,
Shiba Inu.
For the record, Inu means dog in Japanese. So it literally, like when it's a Shiba Inu dog, it's literally saying it's a Shiba dog.
It's a Shiba dog. Yeah. Yeah. My friend has a dog that's named Nico after the protagonist from GTA 4, but he also has a cat. And I'm like, you gotta name your cat Inu. You have to do it. You'd have a dog named Neko and a cat named Inu. It would be perfect. Here he is. Oh, he's cute. Look, he looks like those Doge memes. I thought we were gonna get an actual secret weapon. I would have picked the investigation if I knew it was a dog. Next secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. This is my very own personal fishing pole. Detective Gumshoe. We're looking for a monster. Yeah. You're supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole.
It's a lake monster. Smaller.
Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. A metal detector. Looking for something alive? You're right. How are you supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, pal. It might be something eating soda cans. Well, which shall it be? Can't make up my mind. They all seem perfect, by which I mean terrible.
No, Maya genuinely believes they're perfect.
That's why she's so invaluable to this operation. Her undying optimism is what keeps us all alive throughout the
Of course, some of us
torturous...
would define that as blithe stupidity, but you know, it just happens that way.
Oh, well, I suppose that you can't hurt to borrow one of them. God damn. I should have just had Gumshoe fucking come and investigate with us. That would have been...
Sorry, you'll
okay.
have to play the investigation games for Gumshoe to help you out like that.
Okay, so, I'm kind of leaning towards the metal detector because I am terrible at decision making. And I think they wouldn't have offered you the choice to pick something so seemingly inconvenient if it wasn't going to make all the difference. The most logical choice would be to borrow the dog. That seems like,
Didn't he say the dog was in training?
Yes. But it's always fun to throw dogs in lakes. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about that. You should cut that. Or you should make it louder. Make it like 10 times as loud, and it's all clippy and shit.
Your Honor, that autopsy report was throwing a dog in a lake.
But since I am admittedly very bad at decision making, and I'm in between borrowing the dog and borrowing the metal detector, I should probably just borrow the fishing pole, because that one's probably right.
You want me to tell you the answer?
Is it like an answer? Is it really like...
Only one item on the list becomes useful. Which means we would have to come back here and exchange it if we got something wrong.
Oh, that's bullshit.
At
What
2001
is?
game convention, just letting you know. I mean...
Okay, fine. I guess I should cut it a little slack. Is it the metal detector?
It's the metal detector.
Okay.
Which is weird, because I chose that first, and I got it on the first try. And I was kind of disappointed, because I wanted it to be the dog.
Oh.
And after that, you never get to use the dog, which I'm so sad about.
Oh. Well, we could have done... Well, I guess I didn't save state. Oh, okay. That was the investigation proceeding. It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motives. His motive? Yeah, see, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, okay. Robert Hammond. Is that a pun?
I don't think it is. I think it has a deeper meaning to it, but I don't think it's a pun.
Okay. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him, and Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too! Poor Edgeworth. Gotta admit, it doesn't look bleh. I tried to say great, but then the word good appeared underneath my talking, and it just all went to shit. Let's move, motherfucker! Let's go back to the detention center and show Edgeworth the metal detector. Like, okay, we're gonna get you off with this. And he's like, that doesn't look comfortable.
Hey, yo, why
Phoenix
isn't your
is
Tony's badge detecting this metal?
It's actually chocolate, and he unwraps it and takes a bite. All attorneys' badges are chocolate on the inside.
Which means I just ate my official designator.
Yeah. Why do you think Grossberg is so fat?
And it was stale. Go to Gourd Lake. Gourd Lake.
Yes, Gourd Lake.
Move.
They gored our gourd! They squashed our squash! Get 'em!
Public beach.
There it is. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Kill it with fire! What? That's the Steel Samurai, Nick. That doesn't look like fucking Max Power. Or what was his name? Will Powers. Yeah. Max Power. I learned it from a hairdryer. Larry, what the heck is this thing? It was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all like, if you like put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow. It's real impressive she could find those for you. It's really impressive that she could find those for you.
Yeah, I mean, where do you find a giant inflatable samurai man? Like the way the arm guys, you can find those anywhere, but
what's he doing with his fucking hand?
oh, that's just a.
Did he lose his hand, or is his coat too long?
I think he's doing a Donald Trump impression.
Oh! Hold on for a second.
I feel so bad for making that joke. Because, I mean, that's just like layering a terrible joke on top of that. Hey. Stop messaging in the middle of this.
Sorry. Okay. Well, she knows a lot about. She knows a lot of people, not about people. This is very different connotations to those two sentences, right? And that show's finished now, so she got him for free. Right. Let's talk to Mr. Butts, the big samurai. Let's talk about that, not the fucking case. Hey, Larry, was that big thing there before? No, this big guy, had it for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Oh, right, the compressor was busted. The compressor. Oh, yeah, it's the little unit by the hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago and I sent it for repairs. Huh, and here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Really? Because he's so full of hot air?
I was literally about to make that joke.
What happened with Edgeworth? Well, he made it through the first day of court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are. We haven't found any gold yet. Yes, okay. Do you know Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. Sorry, do this again. He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy, a little baby boy. That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No, really? Well, we were only in the same class for a year. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right. And when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Okay. Let's examine! Oh, what's this machine? That's a compressor.
It is machine.
It used to fill up that balloon with.
It is machine. It does things. I am the machine. Have you ever seen that? It's a great comedy routine.
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, we're watching that after this. We're watching.
All right. I just got it repaired yesterday, man. What a drag that was.
All right. Have you talked to him yet? Did we talk to him all the way?
Do you think Let's Playing DayZ would be fun?
Ha! 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 Not really, no. Like, I mean, I don't have it, but I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Right, hold on. Yeah, I don't know either.
That's the one that's based on Arma 3, right?
Yeah, Armor 2.
Arma 2.
Armor 3 is new.
Right.
I think the standalone release is based on Armor 3.
It might be fun. I remember seeing a couple of Let's Players doing it that had a lot of fun together, but it's kind of like stressful to play. So I mean, it also doesn't really have an end point. So I mean,
yeah,
a series like that would just go on forever, or it would just kind of
Yes.
stop unsatisfactorily.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Okay, doesn't the Steel Samurai look a little? Does the what? Doesn't the Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good for advertising. Something about the Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? True connoisseurs like Cody and I, don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own.
Anime fans, man, you can't please them.
It's true. Never please anime fans. You can't. Don't even try. These flags look sadly out of place here. Where? No, I'm not even gonna try to get all those.
America.
Germany, Australia, the UK, China, haha, the UK, Korea, the is that?
I want to say Uruguay.
I guess.
Green Japan.
Is Green Japan?
Norway. Astronaut Land. Actually, no, that's Brazil, I think.
No, come on, that's fucking
That's Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah, we just had the Olympics there.
And
there's Japan, and then there's Italy?
no, Italy is red, white, and blue.
Spain.
Spain? Let me see. Spanish flag.
And then Canada. Right, okay.
It's not Spain. It's not Spain.
It's not Spain?
It's not Spain. Spain is red and yellow with a little symbol.
Oh.
So
what is this one?
what color is it? Black.
Black, red, and white.
Black, red, white flag. Yemen? No.
Really?
No, it's not.
Look up France. I'm pretty sure it's not France, but look up France anyway.
France is also red, white, and blue.
Oh, okay.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Black, 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 black.
I'm sure we've just alienated our entire audience from whatever the fuck country that is.
Well, we are bothering to learn about it.
Yes.
I
Flagging
am
listlessly,
not finding
back in-
any flag with that kind of combination.
back and forth in the cold wind under a cloudy sky.
Black, red,
I don't know. I think it gives the place a kind of festive atmosphere.
Why did you suddenly turn Australian?
I don't know. Ask Maya why she's Australian. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. I'm less concerned with the War of the Eyeglasses than I am with your sudden shift to an Australian accent. Huh? What? You think anyone has consistent accents in this series? Why, I oughta. You mean you don't know about the War of the Eyeglasses, mate? Ah! Gonna make me wrestle a croc. The heck is it?
What is that flag?
Hello? I don't know. Italy? Try Italy. Didn't we already try that?
The German Empire.
Then what's this one over here? What's the red, yellow, and black flag?
That's actually no. Germany's horizontal. So what is black, yellow, red? Wait a fucking minute. Wait, no, it's not sideways.
What?
One minute. Black, yellow, red.
Local fair we used in every summer of, I guess. There's our local fair. You used it every summer. Huh. I guess we were the only ones.
Belgium.
Oh, again. Oh. Well, don't I feel like an uncultured American swine?
I mean, we got a lot of them. We got Magic Spaceland. I mean, Brazil.
You mean Brazil?
Well, okay then. Weird.
Belgium. What's the best thing about living in Sweden? I don't know. The flag is a big plus. Sorry about all this.
It's
Communicating
fine.
in the middle of a Let's Play.
To be out of here in an hour and a half. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, let's just fucking bust through it like fucking.
Okay. So
let's talk to Mr. Butts.
Have we not talked?
We already talked to Mr. Butts.
Okay, move.
Let's move.
Are you using the speed up button?
No.
Because we can configure that. There's a speed up button that.
Yeah, let's not take the time right now. Yeah. December 25th, the Gourd Lake Woods. Okay, hey, y'all. Well, did you find anything out about Gordia? No, we have a metal detector, though. Does that help?
Yeah.
Well,
how we use it to beat them information out of you.
Yeah, that was actually the, that's actually the trick. It's like, just hit her with it. Okay, yeah, it's a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no sneezing. What the absolute fuck? I told y'all no sneezing. I set my camera to front of the best. You want to take that sentence?
See, I set the camera
died
to
in the middle of
respond
it.
to things a little softer than a bang.
I did trigger it on one of those Von Karma finger snaps now. It did trigger on one of those Von Karma finger snaps now.
Those things are
I'm
louder.
sorry.
Those things are fucking louder than a fucking gunshot.
Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. No. What? You can't fucking blame somebody for sneezing. It's an involuntary response. You literally can't do anything about it.
My friend literally sneezes every single time the sun hits his face.
Yeah, same. I mean, that's a kind of natural response. But yes, that does happen a lot. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure.
That you sneeze when light hits your face.
It's business, and I decided not to talk about it in the case anymore. Okay, huh? Whoa, what did you say? You had information about the case? Just tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy.
Okay,
What
okay.
about?
You asked us to find Gordy first, but then you're asking us to get the dirt off his back and give it to you. What the?
Give it
kind
to
of
you.
fucking-
Here's the dirt.
What kind of fucking weird shit are you into, lady?
Sex dungeon in an SUV. That should clear it all up for you.
Good point.
I quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. A UFO. Oh wait, didn't she already? Yeah, okay. She already said this, except now, yeah, Maya gets to hear it.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit to be an investigative photographer. Okay,
All right.
let's
back out. Go to the boathouse.
Yes, I was going. Oh wait, I gotta go from the public
Yeah.
beach to the boathouse. Boat rental shop.
Which doesn't make any sense to me because you literally walk by the boathouse on your way back from that little area. So, I mean, if anything, should be connected.
It's always so quiet here. Too quiet. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. With the murder on the lake and all. They're just going to put up a new sign that says murder boat rentals.
It's a business. Just go out, murder someone.
Nick! It's beeping. The metal detector found something. Sure is loud enough. What? Sure is loud enough about it. And then you hear all the clicks from Lotta's camera, and she's like, God damn it again!
Quick, run! I'm gonna paint her again!
Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Because... look. Huh? An air tank. The vial looks...
Interesting.
Oh.
Let's see what we can use with this.
Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? Second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Nick? Shut up. She's like, hey, I'm not the one on trial here.
Oh, look, there's the French flag.
Yeah. But then we got another USA and Japan.
Well, because Japan and USA are the most narcissistic countries in these games.
I suppose.
Japan
It's
because
heavy.
it was made in Japan and America because it was transliterated to America. So, I mean, to be fair, it was transliterated to other...
Transliterated?
That's probably not the right term. What does transliterated mean? Let me go look that up.
I'm not sure, but... I mean, that, like, localized, are you trying to say?
Write or print using the closest corresponding letters of a different alphabet or language. Okay, never mind. Must have been on my mind since I'm learning Japanese.
What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? What? Why would I have a thing like that? Well, look, see how there's like a string of flags around the tank valve? Just like the string of flags you have with Steel Samurai there? Must be a coincidence. There are strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And why is he sweating? To inflate something or to go diving? Well, he uses the compressor to inflate things, so he would need a tank of...
Yeah, but do you remember what he said about the compressor?
It broke?
So what would he need? Some pre-compressed air.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Use this to inflate that. But it wasn't even there yesterday.
And that's what we're getting.
Now, why would you go asking me questions like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Right. Actually, see the compressor, I use is always on the fritz, so I tried using a tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well, as I suspected. Ask more questions about the tank. It didn't go so well? Oh, so he tried to inflate it, and then it, like, blew off into the distance, and then that's what looks like Gordy in all the pictures.
I think you've got it.
Yeah, okay, so you think you could be a little more specific? Oh, come on. Look, it's embarrassing. Look, it's embarrassing. I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us, you fool! Okay, fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted, so I took the tank and tried to fill the Steel Samurai with it. And then, blam! Oh, what? That was the bang. It popped, and that's what made the camera take the pictures.
Well, no,
The valve
what inspired her idea to have the camera take pictures off of that, because she wasn't there that day.
Oh.
She came to get photos of Gordy.
Oh, but she did say she heard 2 bangs, didn't she? When, like, in her testimony, right? Didn't she say that?
Yes.
Or am I just
yes,
misremembering
you remember that
something?
properly. But it's not related.
Oh.
Different day.
Okay. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. It sounded like lords singing royals. I don't know why, but it did. I don't know why that was the only song that came to my head. Or why I decided that should be the representation of an incredible sound, but whatever. I stand by it. It's a good song.
It sounded like What the Fox Says, only actually good.
Oh God. Yes. That's the song put New Zealand on the map for all the wrong reasons. Which is kind of ironic because it was on the map for the Lord of the Rings trilogy before that,
Wait,
and they didn't need to be on the map twice.
Zealand? I thought they were from like Denmark or something like that.
I think they're from New Zealand, but I don't know because it's the worst song ever recorded, and I don't want to think about it anymore.
Yeah,
and that
Norwegian.
tank there. Okay, yeah, Norwegian, right? Okay, Norway, New Zealand, same difference.
Nor Zealand.
New Zealand.
Oh, I'm totally making that a fictional country in something. Nor Zealand.
Nor Zealand and New Way. And the tank took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? So sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure.
That's our... See what you can ask. Any more questions you can ask.
The flying air tank. So, the tank and the steel samurai are trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, what happened on the 20th or so? The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I can see, the tank went flying out into the lake, and I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all. And when you didn't find it, just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last, the night of the murder? Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not bad at all. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Let's go and move. And go to the woods. And talk. Gordy. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Now you get the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Gordy doesn't exist. Lotta.
I'm sorry. He's dead.
But it's terminal. There's no such thing as Gordy. What? How could y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Like, Maya, you were there when, God damn it. Y'all got proof Gordy doesn't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. What kind of a lawyer doesn't have proof?
It's not like bluffing is my biggest thing I do in court.
Proof from D12. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. in peace.
Rip in peace. what are y'all doing with that air tank?
Beating you with it to get the information.
This
Maya,
is
get
Gordy.
the metal detector. Help me out here.
Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. With a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew off into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang. And the tank, along with its still, deflated the samurai and fell into the lake. At the same time.
At the same time,
A couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. What? Wait. You're telling me that story that Larry told us was relevant to the case? I don't buy it.
That's incredibly convenient.
So, you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai?
Oh my god! Quick, we need to get back to the studios.
We need to get back to the studio. We need to get to the wiki. We need to update all those ships.
We need to update the autopsy reports.
Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta.
I mean, that's still a scoop. You have the...
It is a scoop.
You have disproof.
So tell us about this. Promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard some cops around here saying something about a witness tomorrow. They said it's the caretaker of the boat rental place. Up the path here. Boat rentals? Boat rentals?
Boats!
There's something there. I mean, it looks so deserted. Yeah, just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah. The night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just the lake. Figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it.
Well, since it's in the inventory now, I'm going to assume it's going to be helpful.
Yes. Bye now. Y'all take care.
I wonder if
Time for me to...
even the attorney's badge gets used a couple of times. I'm wondering if anything
cool.
ever gets put inside of the inventory that never gets used.
It's all Larry's fault.
Well,
Well, I mean, it's all Larry's fault that we're able to solve the case now, right? Like, we have leads because of him. We wouldn't have any leads at all. I guess Lotta wouldn't be there, but the boatman would still be there. The boat rental man. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Let's move. Let's go to the public beach. And let's move again to the boat rental shop. December 26th, boat rental shop. Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone there at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. The caretaker's shack. Oh my god, it's a fucking bird! I don't know why that was so funny.
it's just like, what the fuck exact kind of reaction to that is like why is a bird out of the ordinary? It's like, oh my god, like maybe it's saying like, oh my god, it's a fucking parrot would be better, but like just like, oh, it's a bird. I don't know why, but like just being so vague, it's just sort of like, what?
I have PTSD from Last Guardian.
Were there birds in that were?
The giant bird dog was a giant bird dog.
Oh, right, Griffin. Forgot.
Yeah, oh god, Yahtzee's video. I had to change my fucking, I had to go and re-record lines because of Yahtzee's video.
Really?
Yeah. We made 2 jokes that were exactly the same.
Really?
And I didn't want to... Yes. And I didn't want anybody to say, like, oh, you just copied Yahtzee's video. It's like, ugh. So I had to change a joke. Because it was like, I wouldn't have changed it except for the fact that I used the word gormlessly. Like...
Gormlessly?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Like, just witless, slack-jawed, yeah.
And he used the exact same word in that joke.
Well, I mean, it's a British word, so I only know it because I kind of like grew up on British stand-up. So I know that word and I like that word, so I used it. But then Yahtzee fucking used it in the exact same context I used it, and I'm like, I have to change that, otherwise people are just gonna think I ripped off Yahtzee.
All right.
Hey, is that you?
It's Chester A. Bob.
Hey. Hey, is that Keith with you? Meg and Keith. You know, those 2 people. Where have you 2 been? I've been worried sick about you. Nick, okay, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Yeah, Meg. Who's Maya? Meg?
Shut up, Meg.
Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? Yeah, you'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. The pasta shop? Glad to hear it, yeah. You make your old man proud. But you kids left the house didn't know what to think. I'm supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me. Polly, the kids are home. Help! Get me out of here! Nick, what the fuck? A parrot? The one on the perch? Please help me! This is not a joke! Keith! Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, sonny. Nick, what the hell's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. It's a relief, isn't it, Polly? I'm serious! Get me the fuck out of here! This guy's nuts!
He always says the weirdest things. What does Polly say? That's
Polly for you. She's been my wife for 30 years. Couldn't go a day without her. Well, I guess he's relieved. Let's examine. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning.
Get me the fuck out!
There's a fan in this window. I've tried to kill myself with it 4 times today.
Blades are too dull. I just go spinning.
He ignored me. What? You forget? Meg, you gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Yeah. See? Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly? The parrot added to the court record. Oh dear. We're gonna have to call a bird as our witness.
This is a dead parrot!
Too bad all she can say is hello. Polly can say a lot of things. Mostly stop touching me and let me go. And oh god, what are you doing?
Not there, not there.
You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Yeah, you know, like the safe word for the sex dungeon.
It's under the kotatsu.
It looks like a kitchen sink.
Kitchen
It's
unit.
pretty clean. Funny, doesn't look like the type who keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick, he's running a pasta shop here. Look, he has an electric blanket on his table. And what's this on top of the table? Bird roofies! Who would have guessed? We should do that at our office.
Bird
We can
roofies?
sit down. Yeah, bird. Maya, we're not getting a bird to fuck. Oh, do bird roofies work on humans? They wouldn't be called bird roofies. They'd just be called regular roofies then.
But I bought
Well,
all
I guess-
the bird hentai.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Hot to
4
Boyfriend?
copies of Howtiful Boyfriend. 4. Well, I guess we could still get an electric blanket to put over the table. I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Every Let's Play is a good Let's Play when you can reference Hot to Boyfriend.
Yes. And what? Talk about murders? Well, hey, my original idea was bird roofies. Yes.
Fish!
Wow, there are lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there?
They're all
Huh.
poisonous.
Yep, I fucked them all. Sorry, going back to bed now. While standing up. Squawk! He's a psycho! Get out of here while you can! Something funny, Nick? All these fish are saltwater fish. Let's examine. What's that? This is a fishing pole. Looks expensive. Wow, he has a television here too.
A television from like 1998.
Yes, yes. Looks like a little safe. It's locked. Squawk! That's where he keeps the rest of his bird roofies. Squawk!
It's just television.
I tried to overdose on them and kill myself.
Alright, try.
He got wise. Squawk!
Let's hurry this up a little bit.
Okay, wow. There's a television in here. Yeah, okay, I don't care.
Present your attorney's badge to him. I think that's the next step in this.
Hi, Mr. Hi. What? Oh, that's a lawyer's badge. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? You're here to convict me of bird rape. Well, it's not gonna happen. And he jumps out the window. Except he gets like stuck halfway through and he's like, oh, well, I guess you caught me.
he jumps out the window, lands on his neck, and dies.
Well, at least they don't have a witness anymore. I guess our job here is done.
Squawk!
Yeah,
I'm witness!
I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. You're not Keith at all. Keith is dead. I buried him under the floorboards. I can still hear his heart beating. You're banging. You're like, hey, let me out. Is there someone in there?
Cut off my feet! It was like the movie Audition, only in real life!
Here's a chance to clear things up. So, not Keith, what are you doing with Meg?
Well, definitely nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal. By the way, do you have any human roofies? Only bird. You monster. Squawk.
You're all horrible
We're to
people.
investigate
Squawk.
the murder that took place on the lake the other night. The murder of Keith? Oh, well. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. You don't tell nobody what I do to my bird. This case is over and done. You'll run the wet noodle. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it seems more profitable than being a fucking attorney. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to run who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles?
The underage girl, that's who.
This is my boy. That's for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say you too, Meg? Yes. Gotta bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. No, what you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. He's a psycho. Okay, now he's talking to the bird again. How do you get him to talk to us? Let's say it's the boat rental shop. Okay. Huh? This is a boat rental shop? Oh, yeah, right. This is a place of pasta. It's the white noodle. Oh, not to mention we haven't gotten many orders.
We serve
for
pasta
spaghetti
in boats.
lately.
Don't ask questions.
A boat full of pasta. You gotta order it in advance because I only have one stove. You kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, you would ride one of your boats." I keep telling them the boats out there. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. The old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting his information out of him. Okay, let's show him something. Let's show him the photo. Yep. I've seen this. Wait, you know something about this? Keith? Yes? It's okay, you could call me Dad. I would like it. Just sit on your old man's lap. And take those pants off. Hey, anything to solve the case, right?
Hiya, we still have that compressed air tank. Beat him! Don't.
Squawk, don't do it!
Take the parrot and run!
You know something about this? The other night, there were like... you know, I've seen it. You wouldn't know from looking at me, but I have exquisite eyesight. Well, I suppose, since y'all have taken over the shop and all.
Gonna talk.
Wait.
Gonna talk now.
Okie dokie. Let's talk about what you saw. I forget the time, but it'd be pretty dark outside. It's probably, it was after midnight, but okay. And then you hear this bang, so I looked outside, and then I heard another one. Bang!
And it was a shazow! Wapow! And it was this.
That's what happened.
And there was this big black
A little
guy
later.
with a tiara on and just punching people. And saying things like, Sweet Christmas, which I thought he just a really big fan of the holidays. Luke Cage.
A little while later, this boat came back, and I had to stop fucking my bird. It was really infuriating.
Squawk, thank God.
He was muttering something to himself. Yup. What did he say? Hey, yup.
He said,
I forgot.
No.
I'll remember by tomorrow by court time, I promise. We need to know earlier than that.
Polly. Well, maybe. Let's see.
Hold on. Wait. Let's present the bird. No, Squawk. That's my only friend in the world. Fuck you. I hope you die, old man. What? My memory's gotten worse of late. Remind me, who's Polly? I just tell everything important to old Polly over here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to that safe? Oh! Oh, snap. Hey! Polly, watch it, will ya? Easy, Nick. All it takes is a little clever thinking. Now we're gonna rob this old man blind and move to Mexico.
Take the bird with us. It deserves.
Take the bird. Take the bird. Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get involved with your. Don't get me involved with your little high school. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yeah, you know, the kid next door. He always used to make me cry. He wearing his tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face.
must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. Well, he comes up here to tell me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're gonna get that much useful information out of this guy. Maybe we should be leaving. And I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Polly! Have we forgotten something? Squawk! What? How the fuck did Polly know about that? Uh-huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. Squawk! Dad? This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would the bird know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. What? He locked the door from the other side. No shit. You broke into my house. and then you hear the bird crying. Help! Help!
This isn't Zelda, you fuckers! You can't just walk into people's homes, steal their shit and expect to get away with it.
I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Okie dokie. Let's go. Gourd Lake Public Beach. Gourd Lake entrance. Go Detective Center, Criminal Affairs Department.
Detective Center, yes. Detect things,
Department 26, Criminal Affairs. Hey, pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we warned... what? Okay.
We wanted to report a bird rapist.
Bird rapist. The boat caretaker. Who the fuck is he? Some bird rapist we can never get solid evidence on. And you hear the bird again? He's doing it right now! Squawk!
If only we could catch him in the act.
And you know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Yeah, I should think so. I'm promised to run that old man's noodle shop. The old man who runs it is appearing a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you, well, that's supposed to be top secret, but yeah.
Yeah, that movie
Do
wasn't
you know who that
very
old
good.
man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an old bird.
Odd bird.
What?
Odd.
He's a bit of an odd bird. Rapist. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first she should have a persuasive enough. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, I have absolutely no idea. He's completely off the grid. Sounds suspicious. Huh.
You know,
Detective Gumshoe,
we joke about
please
the
help
bird
us.
rapist, but I just thinking to myself, I really do like Poppy from fucking Monster Musume. She's really cute. She's the harpy. So I'm just like, this old man's fucked up, but I mean, not as fucked up as I was thinking initially. Still pretty fucked up, though. Still pretty fucked up. I mean, non-consent is fucked up.
Yes. It's not the whole fucking birds thing. It's the raping birds thing specifically that's not cool.
Yeah, because I mean, snakes and birds, man, they're cute.
Yes.
In Monster Musume.
Yes. That's where Edward's father died. Can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. Really? You can't tell. You can't help. To tell the truth, I don't know much about the DL6 incident either. You see, I wasn't born yet, because Edgeworth is my father. What? Time travel. It's all horrible. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the files, so I'm afraid...
The DeLorean 6 incident, everyone. Time travel. Get back in, Marty! Miles, your future. You have Gumshoe for a son. What?
What? That's why he was so lenient towards him in the witness statement. However, if you can convince me somehow the DL6 incident is related to the case, how about the fact that the lawyer who got the fucking defendant acquitted is the victim in the case? And how do you not know? Wait, does he actually not know? Do I need to just present to him the identification of who the guy is? I thought he knew that. I thought that stuff got added to the autopsy report by him.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Check the autopsy report. Alright, you're going the long way, but alright.
Yeah, should I just present this to him? Robert Hammond. He was the defense attorney in the DL6 incident trial. He's the one who got off the suspect off the hook. I wonder what Mr. Edwards thinks of it. Not much, I'd wager. So wait, okay. How about that shit? Did that
Wait,
fucking
Polly.
solve it?
Present Polly.
Right. What's that? A parrot? Can it testify in the bird rapist case? Well, I think they're husband and wife, so she can't be compelled to testify. God damn it, he gets off again. And the bird's that's a pun. Squawk.
We have three.
That's a pun at my expense.
We have 3 sparrows and a red robin that are all looking to get this guy behind bars.
Yes, flashback to this point. Yes.
Yeah, we were literally just there. Thanks. Hey, I didn't actually clip the mic when I did that.
Well, it's a good thing you recorded
Okay,
that situation, or else you'd have no evidence this happened.
I'm pretty sure the old man must have taught her that word. But
DO6
how?
isn't a word.
What would the old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if the old man was connected to the DL6 incident? Nick, something. I get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Though there is the situation, the station's record room. The situation's what record room? You mean this situation? I'll give you the special permission to go in there and find what you need. all right. So we're on our way. You go, Detective Gumshoe.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Oz.
Wonderful wizard of the detectives agency, because he has all of the evidence that we need to solve the case. Okay, Nick, to the records room. Yes, it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Move to the record room. This room holds the record for being the most boring area in the world.
I don't know. I think the one that actually holds that is the entrance to Gourd Lake.
Yes. It's amazingly dusty. Hi, I'm the janitor, Lee Dusty. I don't come down here because I tampered with evidence too many times. So now they just let the dust pile up because they're too cheap to hire a second janitor with security clearances. Let's find that DL6 stuff quickly. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. And we were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is! Oh, thanks. I was just drifting off into space, thinking about the past. Let me know if you let me... Wait. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. Wow, she's a good speed reader. Either that or Phoenix was, like, seriously spaced out for a long time. The victim's data. The victim is not Data. He's from Star Trek.
I mean, technically, Data did die.
He did?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for one of the worst films. Fucking Nemesis?
Did you have Data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on.
Not to mention he gets fucking replaced.
Victim here. Found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. Thanks for doing basic math, Maya. We lost the day of the case in court. Wait, and he had lost that day's case in court and got the elevation.
He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. Oh, fuck. From this angle, the bullet... From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could have not... Wait. It could not have been suicide.
It could not have been a suicide.
By the sewer
murder
he lived,
weapon?
by the sewer he died. Some say it was murder, but I say it was suicide. Whoever used that,
the murder weapon.
Used that.
Not sure. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Sounds just like the current case. Oh, really? Suspect's data? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my... that would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested was the suspect, Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then, he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond! Damn you, cloning dinosaurs!
In our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so that he had brain damage, and now he incessantly talks about noodle shops and raping birds. He lost his memory of being in that elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone, I wonder? Maybe closer than we think.
Work at Hanna-Barbera Productions, probably.
Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts of, like, a summary of the case. Yeah, did he just say first? Lol. I sequence broke the game. Summary found it. Well, here you go. December 28th, 2001. Exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. And in 2 days... What? So in 2 days, the case is closed. What? The incident took place in an elevator of the district court. Say what? This is the same district court that we're holding the trial in now? Looks like it.
It's fucking haunted, yo.
There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed. And the lights went out, and they used the elevator in an earthquake emergency. What the hell?
I think they were in the elevator when it happened.
Oh. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours?
That's longer than 4!
That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart.
Shot through the
and
heart!
you're too late! You give love
a bad
name. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So, Miles Edgeworth was one of the passengers in that elevator. We just got over this. You know, generally, I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on You still don't know what the sort of impact the whole thing had on
man cowers under
Edgeworth.
his desk the minute an earthquake hits. That's a good indication.
Holy crap. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. Stuff it under your shirt. We'll say that you just channeled Mia again. She's got like 2 fucking evidence boxes under her shirt. Like, okay, I got this. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Yeah, okay, good. DL6 added to the court record. Right. That's probably all we're able to find here. Now what's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued.
All right, well, let's cut it here. Let's end this session for now, because I have to get going in like 45 minutes, and this court section is going to take a little while.